Hello everyone, my name is PauLInstaMyooin and we're back for Pokemon Y Shiny Hunting episode 249, Lapras. If you didn't watch the last episode, why didn't you? And before I get into this episode's topic, I want to just say right away about another thing about the Pokemon Soul Silver bug catching contest. So, two things actually, I'll not save. So pretty much, first thing is, doesn't seem that always the level 14 Scyther and level 14 Pinsir is like a guaranteed win, because you could sometimes lose by like where I've seen multiple times at least by 4 points. So that's like ridiculous that can happen. But another thing is I tested this because of course I did the bug catching contest and I won almost 10 times, and guess what? They were all sunstones. All sunstones. So that pretty much proves it. There's no freaking way that you can just soft reset on that same day and get like different items. I think it's just every time it's a different day. So I guess you can just like change the time on your console just to do that, but it's because I looked it up on a forum and it said that you can soft reset for a different one each time on that specific time on that day. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Clearly that's not the case, so I'll just be, whenever I win the first time, if it's not a leaf stone, whatever, I'll just save it, probably sell whatever other stone it is. So anyway, yeah, it's just such a load of crap. And I was just like so tired yesterday, I wasn't even able to stay up until 7:45 because I was just like, I was expecting to get the leaf stone like easily, because like, oh okay, there should be, because I'll get a different item each time. That was what I thought going into that, but no, that was clearly a lie. Whoever freaking put that on the forum is a piece of crap, and I don't know how that was like, no one like commented that on that or anything, but hopefully, you know what, I probably will even do that later today. Actually go on that forum and comment on it if I'm able to without an account, and just say this is a load of crap. You can't soft reset on the same exact day. It's always going to be the same first place prize. So yeah, I just want to get that off my chest because that is a load of crap. It's a bunch of time just wasted, but at least it has me confirming that that is not how that works. So yeah, anyway, now on to the other things. So I actually finished, I was really surprised to see, but the Pokemon Sapphire Let's Play on King Nappy's channel was actually the last one that I was going to watch that he currently had on his channel. So I was able to start with the whole sprite editing thing. So I've almost got all of my personal normal sprites done, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to like complete it this weekend if y'all are expecting it, because I may hang out with my best friend, possibly, because he said last week that most likely this weekend, like past the next few days. So I don't know, you might not see anything from me until at least Monday, because the latest I would stay over would be Sunday. So yeah, but just expect that if you don't see any uploads for any reason, that'll be why. But yeah, so when I'm talking about the whole animation thing, sprite animation thing, I've decided that instead of just showing off the sprites that I will be using in the, I'm just gonna say, because I originally was gonna call it the just the, I think I've decided what I'll call the series. I won't tell you because you'll see when I actually upload the first episode, but I'll like make the first one season 1, and then of course that would be Kanto, and then the next one, season 2, will most likely be Johto, and then further on. But anyway, so yeah, that would be awesome. I'm not actually going to be doing the recommendation video because it's just going to spoil what sprites I've already made and what I'm going to use in the series. So I decided at the end of each of the seasons, which will most likely be that whole region, that I will actually release a video and or at the same time the custom sprites I used for that season. So specifically, what I mean is like the ones that I edited, the ones I made, because these ones, even though like I'm going over the, I can at least tell you this. It's like the main character red, fire red and leaf green sprite. That one, that's what I'm editing over to like make it look like me and a bunch of other main characters. Because I'm not the only main character. That's a little bit spoilers for you, but I had so many ideas. I already got the first episode planned and everything. It's just to like finish it, and it's not going to take that long because actually once I finish just my normal character sprite, I'll be able to easily edit the other ones because just the first time was just me making sure the shapes are all rounded out and everything, and the colors are right. So pretty much the other ones shouldn't take as long as the first ones. So yeah, like I said, if I get if I'm not hanging out with my best friend this weekend, then you most likely will see the first official episode of that whole my whole first sprite animation era on YouTube. And I'm also going to I'm going to be posting the actual images themselves to my box files, and I'll put it in a folder like episode 1 of whatever that one was. But I'll put it on Patreon and just put the link. I'll say like, hey guys, it's episode whatever is up, and then I'll put the link. Just so if people are just mainly on Patreon and they see it, then hey, maybe they would want to support. But I'll make sure to also, like, at the end of those sprite animations, also tell you that you can go over and like to support like my Patreon and all that, just like I do with these videos. So definitely expect that. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that because my skills at actually editing the sprites so far is far more greater than I would think, and I proved it because I was editing it yesterday, so I was like super happy. But anyway, so finally we can get into the topic for this episode. So yeah, I just want to get that off my chest, just so you all know that whole thing. If you were expecting the, if you see the first episode of the series and you're like, hey, where the heck is the recommendation or the idea video? And it's just like whatever. You can just comment on one of those for now, or just any of my videos and just comment some ideas, and I will for sure put it on the list and eventually do it. And then of course give you credit when I roll the credits at the end of that animation. So yeah. So anyway, yeah, here's the topic for this episode. It's by me, and it's Pokemon topic. So yeah, I'm just gonna say it. What was the first Pokemon you have ever seen and or loved? And for me, I'm pretty sure like just the first Pokemon game that I just really like loved Pokemon. Well, I guess it doesn't have to be a Pokemon game, but it's just mainly like one of the first things I've known of Pokemon was the game. But now that I think about it, actually, it was from the trading card game. So I remember just, like I said, back in like elementary or something, I was just really wanting Pokemon cards because everyone else had them and they were like really awesome. But one time I actually had enough money to be able to buy one booster pack, and I opened it, and one of the first ones that I really enjoyed was a Torchic Pokemon card, and it was so awesome. Like it was a really cool art and everything, and yeah, it was amazing. So yeah, it was probably the first Pokemon I've ever just loved. Just yeah, and I still like Torchic. Like I like everything Pokemon, but that one just has a like special connection with me. So, well, I wonder what is the first one you've ever seen or loved. I'm curious to know, because if you're like situations like me, or you just straight up find like something rare, just normal that you think that would be awesome because of a certain connection you have to it, then let me know. I would just want to hear that, or just the normal comments. That's fine. But anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much it for that topic. So yeah. So also I was like waiting for the cleaning, because today's Friday and I do the whole computer cleaning thing to make sure my computer runs all well. I do this once a week on Fridays, mainly in the morning. But anyway, so I was waiting on that when I came out of the shower. I was like, wow, it's still not done, and it just only got done, like at 7 o'clock, and I was like really surprised, because that took like an hour 30 minutes, because I'm not really used to that. But anyway, so I was just towards the end, I did like I think 30 minutes worth of encounters on the friend safari, and I'm surprised I didn't get a shiny there, because like I said, I think I hunted, yeah, at least 2 hours on there yesterday, so I was for sure expecting one. So maybe today will be the day that I'll either get the shiny Lapras, or just the shiny in general, if I don't end up hanging out with my best friend and I play Pokemon Soul Silver before I go to sleep. So I don't know. Either way, hopefully it will be something lucky, because it's stacking up right there. And of course, all the encounters I did yesterday on Pokemon Soul Silver when it came to the bug catching contest. So I don't know. I think I might get something pretty crazy. So pretty excited for that. So yeah, but let's see. What else to talk about? I'm gonna talk about probably. Oh, that's another thing. So, another update. So whenever I finally finish the first page on friends on my the hunt in their friend safaris for their shinies, once I finish that, then I'll switch off onto not switch off, switch to the whole egg hatch for a shiny Fennekin. So because that's like something that I can't really soft reset, because I never know when I'm gonna like actually get another copy of the game. Most likely not for a long time, because like I said, I'm not making any money at all. So it's like, yeah, pretty hard being able to do any of that. So, but anyway, yeah, whenever I finally finish that list, because originally I was gonna say once I finally get that shiny Fletchinder in Antonin's friend safari, which that's the last one in his friend safari that I haven't got of the shiny. Then yeah, I was gonna say that I was just gonna go and do the whole egg hatching for shiny Fennekin next after I do that. But I've decided that's just way too soon. I think it's better just to clear off the first page and finally have that done, which I don't know how long that's going to take. But I'm just so happy that I'll be able to finally do the sprite animations, because I have so many awesome ideas. It's like, it's crazy. But, yeah, so let's see. Oh yeah, yesterday. So I didn't talk about this because I was able to fill up most of those episodes, yeah, with stuff like the topics. So I didn't really have any extra time like I have now. But pretty much, I was able to have a duel. Not. Oh, it was the day before yesterday, because usually that's how I like base off what I like did that. So yeah, so the day before yesterday, that duel, I was up against some random person. I'm not gonna say their name because they were a dick. I found out towards the end, but they were using this a cheap deck, I would call it, 6 Samurai deck, where they were just like special summoning like crazy and like making it super easy to special summon and get certain cards. So anyway, I was able to luckily overcome them and pretty much win, but they were just like GG cancer, and that's like pretty much an insult. And just I'm sure they were saying that I hope I get that, but that's like horrible. Like, you're gonna freaking use a cheap, easy deck to win with, and then you're just gonna give up just because it doesn't go your way. Like, that's, I freaking hate people like that just normally use decks like that make it easy to win, but also just they freaking insult you just because they don't get your way. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Anyway, this is the last one. We'll check for the episode. Alright. Well, anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, if you'd be so kind to support me by donating to my Patreon, as long as you're not putting yourself in a bad spot by doing so, of course, then feel free to. The link is in the description down below, and I'll be seeing y'all later. I've been your host, PauLInstaMyooin, and goodbye.